back to work because the government is a jerk. I got my Mountain Dew and my mac and cheese. Come help me, please. Well, guys, we're getting back at it. Another late start to the week versus to a early end of the week. I don't know. But you always tell people, something I learned when I first started driving, especially doing flatbed work, is you want to know how the economy's doing? Talk to somebody that hauls stuff that's not necessarily necessities as much as wants. You know, a lot of the stuff I haul is for building or agricultural, or you know, it's all different things. But stuff I haul is for people that are buying things, like I said, to either build or just buying for luxuries or whatever. I'm gonna tell you, when we have a hard time finding stuff out of Chicago to haul, or you know, in areas where there should be a lot of freight, that should be throwing up some red flags saying, hey, there's something going on here. But we're gonna load somewhat locally, just up in Farmington, heading up to Chicago, and we're gonna reload out of Michigan, coming back down to St. Louis, and then I think we're gonna run down to Tennessee to load and try to get back Friday early enough to possibly race. That's kind of the goal. This past weekend didn't go really as planned, but as far as racing goes, but it is what it is, you know. But we're gonna go get checked in, get ready to go, and get rolling. Fun part of being local, coming to a local place to load, is everybody wants to be your friend. Sometimes you might run into people you know, but we're gonna wait and see what we're getting. This place here, they're a fabrication shop, and they typically do metal building frames and stuff like that, so we'll see what we end up with the old boy over there. Got a bunch of beams for a metal building. And as you can see, we're loaded up. We didn't put the boards down. They got their own beams they stick up underneath the loads. Loaded that thing, set it down, I chain it. We're ready to roll. In and out of here in less than an hour. We'll take it. Now I guess we better stop here at Joe's Truck Loop and get us a service done, since we're pretty well right at our time, our mileage anyway, so might as well stop and get her done. 33 minutes. We're ready to hit the road. That's why I like coming here. We're gonna finish our trip up to Chicago, and hopefully don't run into any issues. This is one of those things, I was coming up time for a service, so might as well just get it taken care of while we're here, you know. That's what's kind of nice, I guess you can say, about this delivery. I'm somewhat familiar with the area. We can take this exit, this first one here, take us over to our other customer we go to quite a bit. Or take this exit, and we're going to loop around and go to these guys. Aspen says it's a nice place to stay. He goes, well, he said it ain't a bad neighborhood, so Lord willing we don't get mugged or any of that fun stuff tonight. Sometimes you just don't know where you're going to wind up at when you come to these Chicago area towns, delivery locations. Move over a little bit there, fella. I'm pretty close to the edge here. I guess we'll call this a lovely slice of heaven home. We're up trying to find our motivation today. Trying to get my eyebrows in place. They want to be all over the place today. Had a couple TMCs. Too much chrome. pull in last night. A lot here doesn't have a lot of room. And it don't help that I didn't get all the way up against the containers, but even then, honestly, it wouldn't have changed much. But long story short, one was parked out on the road and the other was parked kind of on the other side of the gate there. You can see him, but he actually scooted over. But they had the one pull in, you know, he's in there already, and they're all freaking out when I get up because I was the first one here, and they're all freaking out. Oh, maybe you can talk to them in, letting you in, they'll unload you first. I'm like, dude, I really don't care. I mean, honestly, they could take me all day and I'm perfectly fine with it. We don't have that far to go to get a reload, and even then it's not supposed to load till tomorrow, so I don't know what we're gonna do all day if I can't load it early. I went ahead and relocated up here to Sawyer at the TA. Last time I was here, everybody thought I went missing because I lost my cell phone signal. Cell phone tower went down or something. I really don't know, but nobody's trying to get a hold of me today to see about picking up a load or not. So I figured I'd come up here, hang out here for a little while. I'm gonna call the broker. I don't know if I have a phone number for the shipper or not, but I'm gonna call the broker and see what the odds are for me to actually get in and get loaded today, and then start back down towards St. Louis. It just makes my life a little easier. I don't have to be back early on Friday, other than maybe going to get the race car or help with the race car. But we was going to try to race Friday, and I just don't think Jason's in the mood to race right now. With both cars going down, I just don't think he wants to mess around Friday night, honestly. So, but hey, if you want to watch racing videos, they're over on Lad's Garage, not Lad's Trucking Diaries. Even though this is where I originally started posting racing videos many years ago, you can go back and check those out too, from back when I first started racing. Got to throw in the sales pitch, you know. Well, in the meantime, I have now relocated to our loading point. Well, sometimes you don't know if you're going to catch a fish if you don't throw the line in the water, you know what I mean here? So I showed up here, and the old boy's like, we're not supposed to have any more trucks on schedule to load today. I said, well, I'm on the schedule for 8 o'clock in the morning. He went to look, and he goes, yeah, we got you on the schedule for 8 o'clock. He said, matter of fact, we got a truck coming in, a transfer truck with your material on, so, or some of your load on it, so, you know, it'd be 7 o'clock in the morning at the earliest. So yeah, you throw your line out in the water, you don't always catch a fish. It's just how it goes sometimes. So, well, we got time to kill. Might as well knock out some little maintenance things I've been kind of pushing off. One of them was I need to adjust the air governor. It was dropping down just a little lower than I like, so we went ahead and adjusted it up a little bit. I'm a lot happier with it. Another one is been struggling getting into the boost. Wasn't real sure what it was, but while I was adjusting the air governor, magically it's quiet enough here. Just a little bit of a baghouse thing, but I was able to actually hear a hissing noise and tracked it down. Hose right there, that guy right there was off, and it sounds like part of the EGR system down in there. Sounds like it's leaking out of a V-band, so I'm gonna go through and try to tighten it down not only tighten it down, but make it where I can get to the V-band a little easier next time if need to be. So just trying to, you know, got time to kill, might as well kill it the right way instead of wasting it on TikTok and Facebook. Seems like it's only been 5 minutes. Got black hands already. Sweating already. Permanently. But I think we got most of the little maintenance things that have been more or less pushing off done. So that's a good thing. Got me a little bucket. Keep air fittings and miscellaneous electrical stuff in there. Had one before. I came off the road and had to restart one again. All right, we're up trying to get her in the. This is trying to get her in the dock here. This ain't your traditional door swinger dock. This is a flatbed dock where you got about 107 inches to fit a 102-inch wide trailer in. They're skinny. You gotta be almost perfect in getting them in. Otherwise you're gonna hit the dock. Some places will charge you if you hit the dock. Not hard, just gotta get straight with it. Take your time. Don't be in a rush. It's tight space. So what we got on is like the metal and stuff they use for like tile ceilings and stuff. Imaginary ceiling above me, but you know, like for offices and things. But it's the metal that holds that in place. They say take it hand tight, take your strap, hand tight. Then they say 3 to 4 clicks. So we got 1, 2. Tires in the way. 3. Yeah, the strap's loose, but put it 4 just to be safe. It's a little tighter, but this stuff is so thin it's actually like razor blade thin. So we gotta be real careful with this. Very fragile. Honestly, the tarp is probably, weight of the tarp could probably damage it. They don't want you walking on the stuff or anything like that. So, we're almost there. The almighty Mississippi. Chain of Rocks Bridge. Right there. And the famous water intakes. Didn't know there's a massive water plant right there. Welcome to Missouri! My phone's saying. This is home for tonight. I was hoping they'd be able to get down here early enough to unload today, but they said they stop at 2:30 and I wasn't gonna get here till after 3 to start with, and I got stuck in traffic in Chicago. Dadgummit. Didn't realize the train track was right there. Dadgummit. Here come choo-choo. Here he come. I hear him coming. See if I can get him first. He can come from right there. Ah, he didn't do it. Go train. Gotta laugh sometimes. So I sit here, the sun's coming up. Got here last night, parked, and I know I was talking to the family on the phone, and TMC pulled up. I think he actually pulled up a little beforehand, but he was out getting his straps off and everything else. He couldn't take his tarps off because, if it rains or whatever, he's got drywall on, it'll ruin it. But he's arguing with me over what time these guys start unloading trucks. And I told him, I said, when I called, they said 8 o'clock. I said, it could be my slight ADHD or dementia or dyslexia. But I'm pretty sure they said 8 o'clock. And I looked at all my paperwork, and all my paperwork says 8 o'clock. Well, my dispatch says 6:30, 6:30. I was like, well, I'm just telling you what I was told and what all my stuff says. But I said, I'm going to get up early and I'm going to start taking my stuff off. Little boy was up making noise at 5:30 this morning. And he got pulled in there because these guys got their own trucks and stuff like that. They got to get going. Their worker guys are heading out to job sites and stuff. That's a priority. I mean, it don't matter. Anytime we go to a building facility with a flatbed, roofing supplier or, somebody like this, they're going to load their trucks and get their trucks out before they ever touch a truck coming in, unless you've got something that they absolutely need. But other than that, you're stuck sitting, waiting for all their trucks to get loaded and out the gate. Our trucks are still loading and getting out the gate. He's in a hurry. I mean, I'm going to pull up, probably pull inside there and get my straps loose, get everything ready, but man, he's over there on the ball. Well, TMC was in a big hurry to get unloaded this morning, and yet there he sits. Some of these guys, or companies, don't want, they won't dispatch them on a load until after they're unloaded. So these guys get in a hurry to hurry up and get unloaded, but then, if their company don't have something for them dispatched yet, then they're going to get stuck sitting like this dude is. And some of them come on a first come, first served basis, back when I was leased to a company as an owner operator. Their policy was, you were put on the load board first come, first served. So, but he gets to sit there and wait until they get him a load. I'm heading down the road. He did get unloaded before me, but oh, look at the forks on that dude. Don't stop in front of him. Mercy sakes alive, this bridge is busy today. That belly ahead of me, I'm assuming it's probably a pulling rig. If we got a toter home pulling look like an old moving van trailer, and a lot of the times your pulling tractors use those. I got another flatbed behind me. There you go. Basically a convoy. I guess we'll make the turn and go down and say howdy to the tuner real quick. We can at least get the speedometer dialed in. Now for a few minutes I almost thought that was my old truck Snowball when I first pulled in here. But got the wrong fuel and step box combination on it. Not saying that it hadn't been modified, but I think that one's a shorter wheelbase too. It has fairings on it. It's got a spider web in the grill. Spooky! Let's see if the speedometer is working right. Got to adjust some of the settings in it. Oops. Ain't nothing left of that cat in the truck. Anybody coming? Oh. Good looking OBS board right there. Something for sale. Looking good now, boys. We got the speedometer working right. People getting on the Facebook complaining about people going too fast through this roundabout. I don't know about what part of the country y'all from, but I've been through a lot of roundabouts in different parts of the world, or at least America anyway. Can't remember if I went through one when I drove in Mexico or not, but long story short, most people go through a roundabout like they're trying to win the Daytona 500. Not creeping through like a turtle. You gotta make that turn, get on around there. Come on, dudes. You gotta hit them roundabouts like you're Dale Earnhardt. Come on back. Alright guys, we're back home, or to the yard, whatever you want to call it. We're getting ready to jump in the pickup truck and go all the way home, but I want to say thank you guys for watching. I don't know, we might start changing things up just a little bit. Kind of mix it up between phone footage and GoPro footage or live footage. I know I tried to live stream a few times and didn't really do much with it, but we might start doing live streams in the evening times. Kind of speak my mind, you know, that type of stuff. But we made it home. Our speedometer's working like it should again. But we're going to start our weekend. We'll have a video out next week some point, hopefully early, about racing. So y'all stay safe. God bless you. We'll see you next time.